Vodafone presents the pre-match.
Welcome back to the ESL Pro League Matchday number 8 North America B stream. All of the combinations of words that identify who we are and what we do. We've just done match number 1 here, Pilly, and we're now getting ready to jump into Renegades up against INTZ.
Could be a disappointing series or could be a banger of a series. Could see some mad fraggers go toe-to-toe and see who can frag and be more mad.
I thought you were going to say something like interesting or something, and I was like, it's not going to
Could
work.
be interesting.
Yeah, and then I did it anyway, and it didn't work. So you see, I proved the concept that that is a bad joke, and don't make it. Well, Renegades, I think, are sitting in a much better spot in terms of statistics. I don't want to be biased because, like, it's Renegades, and they'll find a way to disappoint.
Don't worry, it's trendy. It's trendy to hate Renegades, not like Renegades
sweet.
at the moment.
Excellent, trendy to hate Renegades. Well, Renegades and all the other teams will be vying for a spot at the finals in Odense, where you can go to with everyone's favorite arena. Pilly, pronounce that a different way the way you did last time.
Odense.
No, the arena.
Oh,
Last time you literally said Sparkus and Finn, so it's like as it's written. So like, give me something different, more European. Do you have any European heritage?
Yes.
Summon it now and say that.
No, it's not that kind of. I'm not Scandinavian at all.
I don't care. Do your best.
I'm like the lame types of European. And I'm not going to say what country
I'm not going to ask you to say what type because you'll just be put in the bin by everyone.
Hey,
yeah.
is it even that bad if I'm saying I'm the lame types of European, but I'm from those countries? Surely you can be racist to yourself, right? Maybe just not on broadcast.
I'm going to stop you there just because I don't like the way
Speaking of countries that I'm from this country called Australia, and there is this team called Renegades.
Everyone but Jacob.
Yeah, and he's the best.
Well, I mean,
so that probably
New
says
Zealand,
something.
but we own New Zealand. It's fine. New Zealand belongs to us, so it's okay.
New Zealand is just little Australia where there's, I don't know, people say chur.
More sheep and probably less dangerous things?
Yeah, probably. I don't know. Have to look it up.
I still remember my favorite fake ad campaign. There's a show over here that I'm not sure anyone who's an Australian will have heard of, but I was going to say the name of it. Now I've forgotten. Was it the Chaser thing? No, it wasn't. It was something else that I'm forgetting the name of, but I know the name of the show. Either way, they...
Chasers War on Everything? Are you talking
no,
about
it
that?
wasn't the Chaser. It was a different show where they get ad companies in to make fake ads for a bunch of stuff. And they did one... I can't remember what it was called, but they did... The Gruen Transfer. There you go.
Oh, yeah.
They did one for New Zealand, and they gave all these ad companies a campaign to be like, convince the average Australian to invade New Zealand. And one of them was a player, and New Zealand had a campaign at the time that was like... percentages of things that their country is. So it's like 100% natural beauty and 100% whatever. So they did all of that, and then they had this panning thing through like 0% Air Force, 0% Navy, 0% Army, and 100% ours for the taking. And then the other one was like, invade New Zealand. There's a day off in it for you.
I mean, I don't know if you've seen that video on YouTube that's like America versus Australia in a war. And it's just like...
I haven't seen this.
What would happen if these two countries had a war? It's like a whole series. It's fantastic. But, I mean, one thing that is going for New Zealand is you got all these people buying houses and apartments in New Zealand that they don't even live in. And the sole purpose of them is that if there is ever the end of the world, they just fly to the country that's least far out of the bomb radius, most out of the way. And that's why they buy apartments in New Zealand. How crazy is that?
The other thing that New Zealand has, which I'm really jealous of, because a few mates of mine have it, they've got ridiculously fast internet. Like, I got NBN this year, and I've got, like, I think it's like 150, oh, no, not 150, like 90 down, 60 up, something like that. It's
That's crazy,
to be like
though.
Yeah, it's good for Australia. And then one of my mates in New Zealand sends me a photo of his internet, which is like 800 down, 800 up. So in New Zealand, you can play faster.
They probably have Vodafone in New Zealand, right?
Probably.
Says someone who has no idea what he's talking about.
I don't know, man.
In general?
Yeah, look.
Not just in terms of Vodafone.
Just in terms of all of these things. Yeah, so there you go. I feel like I worked that one in pretty well.
Yeah.
Definitely had the story lined up. That is true, though.
You
Like,
worked
I've
it
definitely...
in nice and fast.
I've
That's
got,
the main thing.
yeah, like a mate of mine was just like, hey, your internet, here you go. And I was like, yeah, that's a work connection, right? That's a uni connection or something.
Internet and then phone and speeds of things and Vodafone.
No, like in terms of internet speeds, like, because we've got our universities over here will have that sort of connection, but he's like, no, this is just my house. I just have 800. And I'm sure all of our North American viewers right now are scoffing, being like, how is your internet that bad? And let me tell you that mine 90/60, like 90 down, 60 up, is like probably top 1% of internet in Australia.
I mean, I don't know about your uni, Tim, but there's plenty of people who just live at my uni and you just see them passed out, sleeping
internet
all over the place. Yeah.
Well, let's have a look at the odds really quickly while they're here. So it looks like the average, the average audience member, the average bettor is going with Renegades to take this one. Still pretty close odds though.
This is like one of those games. I've never bet a single dollar in my life, but this is one of those games where, like, if you are feeling the Phelps, KNG, and Cello combo, you could make some money on this game if you believe in them hard enough and your wish comes true. And that's what betting's really all about. You just cross your fingers and you hope. You hope for the best. You go, come on, someone that's not Jacob, carry us through this one. And sometimes it happens. Saw Liaz win so many clutches yesterday. They still got pumped though.
I mean, ow, my heart. But hey, we'll see. We are moving into Inferno, our second Inferno in a row. And the second game of this series will be Dust 2 when we get there. So.
And I feel like Inferno is Renegade's best map by far. The way that they play this map just makes so much sense. So much of the sense.
So much of the sense.
Mm.
Also,
INTZ weren't too bad of a shout on it either. And last time I saw Cello play Inferno, he went absolutely ballistic. But they still lost.
Right, well, let's see how it's going to go. 2 sets of utility for the Renegades. One on Liaz, one on Azza. Phelps with the smoke flash. Everyone else with armor on the CT side, so... See how Renegades choose to play this one. Right now, slow start, but they want to take some banana control. The flash in comes through. Zan's going to find one, but the trade's there. That's going to force Phelps back on B. He's going to play by himself here. Still has a smoke in hand, but no armor. So he's very susceptible to being run over by these Glocks.
Yep, Horvey on a bit of a rotate in. Cello chilling on the balcony or in the pit now.
Cello chilling.
Cello chilling. Gonna play my cello for how sad that pun was as Phelps chilling in the smoke. Trying to see if Renegades are gonna push through that. They will not.
Let's just be clear that cello doesn't have a H in it.
Okay.
The instrument. It's
what? Yeah, I don't care.
C-E-L-L-O.
That's the way it's pronounced.
Yeah, I know. I'm just, like, my music degree is crying. I had to say something. Music degree that I don't have. Man, I'm really flexing something I don't have here. It's pretty useless. But hey, into the B-bomb site they will go. The full execute comes out. Smokes and Molotovs to block off. Not quite everything, actually. Phelps has a lot of space to move here, and he's found one frag, but going to be overrun. Into the 3v3. The smoke's still up, so the bomb can go down, and indeed it will from the hands of Azza.
Yeah, look, the Glock and USP bullets ping-ponging everywhere, but they really don't have a whole lot to work with except for the backside crossfire. Liaz is going to be out in the open. He really needs to get something done here. He does not. I don't know. They don't have a kit. There was not one on Phelps. He bought other utilities, so they really need to speed this up.
But now all down to JKS. Justin Savage finds one. Gonna need one more, though, to make this work, but he's wasting so much time. He's playing with Horvey here, playing with his food. Horvey considers the knife, gives JKS time to get away. Still considering the knife. Surely someone's going to find the kill eventually, and there it is for JKS. He'd already won the round. Exactly, a 4K for him. He'd already won the round based on time wasting, but he will come through with the 1v1. That's going to put Renegades up on 1-0.
He won't waste the extra 10 seconds of our life because he just puts a quick one in the side of Horvey's head. So that's good.
Good to know that we're safe.
Always wear protection on your computer. There, Tim.
Now that I say that, I'm not actually sure if that was on stream or just on our monitors locally.
Probably just on our monitors. We probably sound like absolute idiots.
I mean, what's
in general.
New? Yeah, what's new?
Nothing to do with the update, of course. Got some Mac 10s. We got some AKs. We got some money to be made.
Is Jacob starting off the right way with... I'm not sure how you're double dinking. The first one must have been through the wall, but... Oh.
Not sure how you don't double dink him when you're as good as Jacob.
No, my point is more, shouldn't it be a one-shot that close with SMG, but it must have hit him through the wall.
It's an MP5.
You're
Who
an
knows
MP5.
how much... How could you say that to me? You know what happened to my family.
You know my father was an MP5.
True. And not in the good way.
There's a good way to...
I don't think...
I'm not pursuing this train of thought. Int's going to push off of the A bomb side, and they will catch out Jacob here. KNG actually could get Grat, but he's going to run away at...
Oh, he's got the bomb. It's so painful. No, how could you? Did he
the bomb falls around the wall. It's okay, but he's given up the AK.
What about the AK? Yeah, I was about to say that.
Who needs
AKs?
AKs?
Picked up by KNG.
All right, this round is doing Renegades quite the concern. 3v3, armor and utility, well, one smoke, but armor in their hands at least to go along with the guns. So should be an easy closeout, but should have been an easy round from the start. That said, though, the CTs have found nothing, no kits. They're going to choose to save the MP5 and that AK-47. The AK, of course, being the really big win for them. It's a heck of a thing to come out of this round with when they went into it with nothing.
Yes. We'll see how much Renegades will be able to buy. I mean, they're going to have to drop an AK, and they have 2 MAC-10s that they might have to keep over into the next one, so looking like pretty sad stuff. And this is something that we really don't see out of this kind of teams very often, but I would really like to see them maybe run something like Liquid do whenever they have too many SMGs left over on the T side, and they go for a bit of an apps bust in the first gun round. Especially because these CTs, if they're on the losing side of things, usually won't have the utility to be able to hold off something of that nature.
They do have 2 mollies and 2 HEs, so they've got some decent stuff to work with. KNG tries to make a play into mid, but timing shot not going to work out. Liaz takes a whole 1 damage from a $300 grenade.
No, not like this. Speaking of $300 grenades, Zand has got 2 of them. He now only has 1 leg to work with, but he's holding down the B bomb site, so I don't imagine he's going to have to move very much unless Renegades do head back towards the A bomb site. King V now in the apps.
They're trying so hard to bait out a shot, and they have done it, but
worked out good for them.
Exactly that. The trade's going to come through. KNG does get out alive.
Cello's in apps now. He was going ham on B the other game. Oh, maybe he wasn't. No, maybe I'm misremembering that.
Never second guess yourself, man. Commit.
Alright.
Stay strong. It's a really early smoke there coming out from INTZ. There's 50 seconds left.
Yeah, and it's
they've
a
only
4
got
on
1
4.
more. And,
Where's
yeah, it's
Phelps
4 and 4,
at?
and they've only got 1 more, and that's gone. Phelps is...
Yeah, but he's got a molly and flashes. They're okay on B. Let's relax here, Tim. It's okay. Plus, it's Phelps. He's good at shooting people in the head.
Okay. So
He's using the molly there, really.
yeah, I mean, they've still got 1 more smoke, which is going to go down.
Molly could have won the round. I can't support that.
Yeah, but there's the smoke.
That's
so,
fine.
like,
He
Renegades
still could use the molly
gonna
if they
have,
run at him.
like 20 seconds left when they have to go. But still, actually, it's only Phelps over here now. They've just got to get rid of this 1 AK, and that's it. Here comes the execute. Phelps has nothing else. He's only got a single flashbang. He's not going to get a chance to get it out. He's going to have to fall back. That's the B-bomb side for the Renegades. The molly will not be there, as you said. Could have worked out, but would have been really helpful now.
Liaz would have had a smoke for the molly anyway, so I guess, I don't know. Who really knows what would have happened? We will never find out.
We will never know unless we replay the round and don't throw that molly, which, of course, we will not do. So, INT's going to have to save once again. Renegade's going to go up 3-0.
Yay! Sorry, too much bias?
Biased caster, shake my head.
You can't celebrate the round, man.
Idiot
Just say
caster.
what happened. That's your job. All right.
I mean, it's too early for celebration yet, mate. It's only 3-0.
Yay. You can't stop me. The party lives on.
Pilly brings the party. Did you know that the P in Pilipowski, all of the P's in Pilipowski, in fact, because there's more than one, all of them stand for party?
Wow, you've literally doxed me in front of the entire Facebook stream. How dare you?
What do you mean? Your name comes up at the start of the thing.
Shh. No one looks at that.
Unless they've actually changed that lower third to not be our full names anymore, I'm not sure.
I've been doxed. Unbelievable. You're getting
If
fired,
they went
Tim.
to HLTV, they could see that.
I'm
or your
taking this
Liquipedia
right to
page.
the top of the chain.
What about your Liquipedia page?
I will tell Kevin
I know
about
you have
this.
one.
God knows why.
We all do. I'm not sure why, but...
You have a Liquipedia page?
Yeah, dude. We all do. We got
That's
them
a
as
waste
casters.
of internet space right there.
It is. Not as much as notwell.net, but close.
That's forbidden. We don't talk about that. It's like the Chamber of Secrets. Except with less snakes, probably. Although snakes make you pretty not well. It's not unwell, it's not well, Tim.
Snakes would make you pretty not well.
Ooh, the pop flash play is going to come out. How many Zand going to get? I get 7. There's 1, 6 more to go.
All right, well, he's got 1, and more importantly, he's got all of the map control. He's going to get mollied out, but still finds another frag in a situation where perhaps he shouldn't have done so. So that works out pretty well.
JKS can pick 2 on the rotate here. There's 1, sees the other go into library. Tries to go for a bit of a transfer, but nice to see him not commit to that. Horvey in second mid. This round is a mess. What a fiesta. Liaz, the awareness is so on. All going to come down to timing. This is one big game of timing. Man, if KNG hits that shot, it's over. Knife him.
Oh, do it.
Knife him.
Oh.
He turns around. Fair enough.
KNG is like, hello. I see you. But it's not going to be enough. 2v2 now. Bomb down and timer ticking. 1 player coming in from Arch. The other one out from Apps. Horvey, I don't know, he's winning that fight, but now it's Justin on the secondary orb. Has to go to an AK, actually. But there's a player to his right that he hasn't checked. That'll be the defuse coming through for Horvey there.
Jacob, bit of a missy spray there.
I'm not sure if you meant to say messy, but Missy was certainly right.
Yep.
Yep. So then, Int's going to take the first.
Is that a
I really
direct
wanted to
quote?
say the first gun round.
Was that yip a direct quote from popular TV series
I
Archer?
have no idea what you're talking about. Yes, it was. I was going to say the first gun round, but the fourth round isn't the first gun round anymore because money has changed. Either way, they'll take their first gun round. I guess that's something that is still correct. And Zand going to get flashed through the smoke here into Banana where Azar lays in wait.
Nice work playing anti-flash. From the Olaf position, that Molotov doesn't quite spread to tickle his feet all the way in the corner there. And unfortunately, this feet untickled, he was able to focus on his crosshair enough to take down that counter-terrorist.
Still only one player on B. Phelps left alone now that his teammate's fallen down. Ints haven't seen fit to rotate another player off of A just yet. Now they will. Horvey going to head on over and join him. But Renegades now starting to make some noise in apps as well, so hoping they can pull that player back.
Man advantage is obviously going to favour the Ts, and now they're just trying to draw out as much utility as the CTs to be able to play it into the late round. Try to see if any of the CTs are going to push some of these positions, so they are pretty spread out. 3 people heading over to the B bomb site is going to help Renegades get on top of this one. Molotov into dig from JKS, as well as the flash for Bracket. And Cello playing the off angle at the barrel. This is actually a hell of a position. And he's definitely not having the performance we saw against NRG so far.
Just you wait. Do you know why you're waiting? Because it's a prank and a fake. Lol, go and B. But Ints actually have a really good read on this now that they've got KNG floating around in CT. Never mind, he's going back.
No chance, my friend.
No chance, my friend. Well, here comes the explosion onto the B bomb site, and Azza with a very sharp first entry. KNG not yet peaked, but
they're all dead.
Wow,
Round
all
over.
of the headshots come in.
Yep.
Renegades, with 10 seconds left, managed to destroy everyone.
JKS even gets the kill on the lurk. Tactical timeout for Renegados.
Renegades.
Yeah. Guacamole.
I mean,
same amount of syllables,
is
isn't it?
not like the others. Look, it's a good start for the boys from Oz. Ints, though, certainly not having too bad of a time. You have to really see all of their players come online at the same time and get fragging, but 4-1.
Maybe they won't. Maybe they'll just lose.
You're not calling a 16-1 from here. That's not allowed.
I'm gonna double down, Tim.
Tilly. No. No, don't do it. You'll curse them.
They're
You
gonna
saw
lose
what
it.
happened with Ghost. They're going to lose 16-1. Renegades are going to get -3 rounds somehow and then lose 16-1.
Well, wouldn't be the first time. We saw that yesterday. You weren't here, Tim.
That'll actually be a crazy game mode where, like, instead of first to 16, it's like first to 10 or something. Every time you win a round, you get +1, but every time you lose one, they take 1 off your score.
Tim, there's a force buy. Talk about it.
No. It's Pistols and Deagles are going to go quickly try and catch some of these players off. 4 players stacked on the A bomb site. Jacob's going to walk into it.
Pow, 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 pow. He spots out KNG, who only has a USP, only non-force buy player, which might really throw off Renegade's read on this. And it does.
Surprise!
They
It's the
have a
worst kind of
pistol.
surprise.
That's not even going to really show them that they have a force buy, though. He might think that's just a P250 unarmored. They might not be ready for the amount of firepower that Ints is bringing into this round, but they're making the correct call, wrapping jungle here. Going to start to bring some longer angles into the equation.
Oh, that's the AK gone.
That's the one with the AK. You're right, Tim.
They haven't checked back sight yet, and there's a player in Apps playing a big distraction game there, but
KNG
we'll
only
be
has a
able to pick up,
USP unarmored.
exactly.
Yeah.
We'll be able to pick up KNG. Phelps, oh, Jacob on point. 3 kills for him.
Told ya.
All on Cello rotating in from B. No guns recoverable for him. All of the AKs are down on or around the bomb site.
Jacob and AK headshots. Name a more iconic duo. There isn't one.
JK.
JKM. Yeah, I called him JKM yesterday.
It's like JKS, but with more M and less S. I feel like I really nailed that one.
I can't argue with you, Tim.
I feel like that was really good. Oh, Foon's in the server.
No, he's not.
He was, for a moment,
No.
he got like 2 hops off.
2 hops. Amateur work.
How many can you get, Pilly? 1 3/4?
Excuse me.
That's what I thought. That's what I thought.
You take that back.
there's nowhere to go back. Like, your 1 3/4 hops didn't put you forward far enough to take it back.
Being very rude right now, Tim.
I wouldn't dare. Well, Cello's going to save onto that CZ and Armor. The rest of his teammates, not much money to speak of apart from K and G, who did save that last round. He'll probably save again here, and that means that he'll be able to get an AWP, Armor, and Utility in the next buy round. But Renegades now 5-1. Going to be 6-1 here. Having a pretty good start to Inferno.
Yeah, so far it's like JKS and Jacob going absolutely ham. We haven't really seen anything from Garrett's faction.
Who now? Is there a meme here that I'm missing, or did you just mess it up?
I don't know.
Garrett's faction.
Garrett's faction. That's his name, right?
His name is Garrett. He has a faction.
Yep.
Some description. And it's all in the... I don't know, man. When I say faction, I think of Red Faction. Those games haven't been around for...
What is
ever.
that? Describe it to me.
Red Faction?
Yeah.
It's a game. There's new ones that I haven't played, but the original ones which I played were like, you're a miner on Mars and you're overthrowing like not a miner like a child, like a miner like the worker. You're overthrowing the government.
On Mars.
You're a child
really,
on Mars.
You really need to find your parents.
No, you're a miner on Mars.
You
and
really
like,
do.
overthrow the government and like try and blow everything up. And it had like a really advanced destruction engine for its day. You could just like blow holes in the walls and stuff. It was good fun.
Speaking of overthrowing, they're going to try and overthrow this B-bomb site. Cello's going to drop the smoke.
Hey man, I promise I had a segue ready. You didn't have... I was going to get there.
Well, I zoom's right ahead of you, and I'm winning the Segway race currently.
We should do a segment where we get casters to ride segways. But I feel like we'd all be horrifically injured, so maybe
100%.
not.
My sense of balance is about as good as my counter-striking ability, non-existent. Jacob, though, his counter-striking ability is very existent. He does not miss an AK headshot. 3 in a row.
Pico frags, but it's important frags. There's JKS on the lurk, grabbing Sand as well.
Too easy for JKS and his brother, JKM.
His brother. How many kills is Jacob sitting on?
If anything,
JKS
they really
is 10
wouldn't be
and 2.
brothers, because the third initial should be a different last name. If that's the one you're changing, they're definitely not brothers.
I said they... whatever. Whatever. I just want to see how many kills Jacob's on, because JKS is like 10 and 2 or something. How are we doing? 9 and 4. Leading the scoreboard. Brothers in J.
Come on,
Okay.
stats aren't everything, mate.
But look at all
Don't
those stats.
click the more stats.
Look at all of those
Turn them
stats.
off.
If stats aren't everything, why do we have so many? Riddle me that.
But the stats we have suck. Like,
Wow.
there's
No,
so
they
many
don't.
cooler stats you could have. Like, how many
Actually-
times has the AWP actually bought an AWP in a half? Or like, I don't know.
I actually really like having like utility damage and enemies flash and things like that. I think that's cool. Thanks, Mr.
Utility damage is a good new one. I like that. And I love turning the utility damage on when all the ecoing players decide to run into a Molotov.
Volve. Yeah,
It's a
just like
beautiful thing to uphold.
this player has 500 billion damage now in utility damage.
500 billion. Could only
Yeah.
dream of that amount.
I
I wonder who's got the most total damage over the history of Counter-Strike.
with utility,
With-
CS in
with
total
everything.
or CS:GO?
I don't know.
With everything. Oh man, surely
With
like
all the things.
it'd be a Get Right or someone. Just whoever's been playing it the longest. If we're talking total utility damage in general, like surely someone like Flush is a front runner, but just total damage, it'd be whoever's been playing the longest.
So basically, my Nan has the most damage every
Has she been
round.
playing Counter-Strike the longest?
I think so.
Can we get your Nan to do a cast?
Easily.
Excellent.
She'd do a much better job than you, Tim.
I mean, not hard. We should talk about Counter-Strike again, though. Not your Nan, I'm sure she's lovely, but
4v
Renegades.
anti. Oh, KNG could pick someone before they get onto the bomb site here. JKS getting spammed through apps by Phelps. It's going to make things very hard indeed. Now, Ana control this firmly in the grasp of INTZ, but Cello's got no more utility to fall back on, so if they do decide to come and hit B very late here, and they get a clean entry onto Cello, things could go very badly for INTZ.
Zando is going to rotate over and join him.
We have been talking about and also seeing the amount of times that a late round hit into B when you're in a disadvantageous situation works out for the Ts. It is very often indeed.
They do have enough util to make this work. They've got 3 smokes, only a single flashbang, but as long as they can get them in. That said, though, INTZ smell a rat. They've got 3 players on B. They've heard nothing on A. They know that it has to be coming this way, and there's the first peak. Cello's going to find one and stay alive. That's going to be the round done. They're not going to check boost in time.
Damn.
There comes the meltdown, spray down.
Yes.
Whatever
I'm just
words
going
I
to
was
take
trying
it
to
away
say.
from here, Tim, because I feel like you fumbled this one pretty heavily. 5 alive for the CTs, though. That's really going to help them build up their economy. Look at all the numbers on the left side of your screen.
That's a lot of numbers. What number would you like me to look at?
The green ones.
Okay. They have money.
They have
Excellent.
a lot of money, and they can buy into the next one, even if they do lose this one. Renegades starting to suffer a little bit.
Hey, and that was maybe a bit too keen.
Yeah.
Maybe a bit too keen. Cello gets tagged down very low as well. So a very early advantage for the Renegades here. Now they're going to start to slow this round down. Or not, I lied. They're putting 3 players towards B. Potentially even 4, but wherever they go, they've got at least a 3v2 with their current spacing, even a 4v2 if they group up. They've got an advantage wherever they choose to take this. A lot of time to work with here.
It's crazy how easy this like winning this game looks for Renegades with the amount of talent that's on the INTZ roster. And that's how I always feel when I watch their team. It's always just a bit underwhelming. K&G don't miss those though. Orby could get some damage done from Dig here if Renegades aren't diligent checking under all of the little roofs and things.
This is true. Alrighty though, they've drawn out a bit of utility and presence on A, and they want to go back over to B.
Say Molotov there. Interesting. Don't actually like that.
Was that theirs or was that?
I would know that
INTZ?
was from INTZ.
Yeah, that seems
It's the second time Phelps has thrown that.
very early. They've got the smoke there again, but surely Renegades now will just bust through it. They've got enough utility to make that work. Or not, they're going back towards A. It's all a big old prank. Flashing off KNG, misses the shot. They've got to be careful with their backs though, as KNG is able to recover and take down JKS. Horvey staying in pit, goes for the spray down and will drop the bomb. Just 10 seconds left now. They can get that thing down. No, it's out in the open, but Liaz steps up. 4 kills for him now. That bomb just going to go down in time. Cello not going to get to deny it. Get the ace, Liaz. Come on, son. Why not? Give us a little bit of a highlight reel. But Liaz, even if he doesn't get this, he's certainly bailing out his team. Goodness gracious me, 4 kills in the round. And now Azza is going to be the one playing contact on just 4 HP. He's bait and switching for Liaz at this point. But Liaz now, he's hungry. He wants his ace. Cello's gone to the AWP.
Yeah, you just want to save if you're Cello here.
Mm.
You're too low and the positioning of the CTs, it's too good. That definitely should have been an INTZ round, but then there was a Liaz.
Certainly was. Massive performance from Liaz. Goodness me. 4 kills for him there. 7 and 2 now for Renegades.
Attack for Renegades. Second one of the game so far.
And taking these tacks when they're in the lead as well. They took one at, I think it was 4-1. Now it's 7-2. Taking their time to think about things.
Yeah. I mean, me and Kev talked about it the other day where we said people only take tacks really when they're behind a lot of the time, but now it's becoming more trendy to take tacks when you're in the lead. Try to think about how to go forward in the half and make the game as easy as possible for yourself. Make sure you secure all those real important rounds. And this is indeed an important one because the numbers on both sides of the screen are not in a high amount, which means that if either team loses, that they will have not much money.
By which you mean the money numbers and not the kills, deaths, or assists, or any of those things. Because there's lots of numbers that could be in not high amounts.
Yep. Which is usually my kill amount, not my death amount.
Yep, sure. I was busy trying to figure out how the maths worked on that and if you were saying you were good or bad, but I'm going to assume good. You're welcome, Pilly. I assume the best for you.
Oh,
I like to think
that's
the best
very
of you.
sweet, Tim.
You're welcome.
You're a sweet boy.
No one else will. Twist the knife. KNG going to get flashed off and won't be able to recover for that one, but Orvey only goes 1 for
Should have
1.
had all 3 there. That was a bit of a messy one.
There's Cello though recovering, playing behind the smokes in pit. Phelps going to charge through archway as well, but Azza locked behind a smoke. Cello though still doing work. Azza goes down too. Just like that, Liaz 1 versus 3. 2 players on the bomb site to find here. Gonna make his way on and could get this opening frag here. Looking for one under Phelps.
Liaz is very good against clutching against Brazilians. We saw it yesterday. We're about to see it again.
1 player pit, 1 coming in through abs. Knows where one's coming from, but has to lock down the second. And Cello not going to be giving himself up just yet, but Liaz has the time to sit down on this bomb site and hide. Goes up for the first one, but can't quite hit it onto Zand. A very near thing, but that means AWPs and AKs will be recoverable for the CTs. Plenty of time for that defuse. Great round from INTZ there. Good hold from Cello. Getting the work done onto Renegades around and through the smokes.
A close one, though, is going to keep their money nice and low. Renegades probably don't. I mean, Liaz and Azza could potentially drop too. And they will indeed go for this one. They recognise that with only 2 alive, INTZ's money is probably in the bin if they win this round. So, we'll see how that goes for them. I'm pretty sure JKS is looking at the fact that Liaz has 2100 in the bank and full utility and going, bruh.
KNG playing a very dangerous game here, looking for this AWP pick, but he might just be rewarded for that. No one stepped out far enough yet from Renegades, but they do go. KNG is going to miss the flick, but gets the Molotov in. Gets forced out himself, though. Now he's going to have to play a very close range angle here, but could have caught Renegades off guard. 3 players on this B-bomb side as they will fall back. The Aussie boys still looking to go in on this, but KNG's already rotating over to Arch side on A, so now only 2 players. Only 1 if that smoke goes into CT and 1 over to Spools.
Delta's got a smoke and a molly, and Zan's got the double flash ready, sitting at the first orange position with the counter flash. In comes the hit. Smokes come in, molly exchanged by Phelps. They are very blind. Everyone's blind.
Azza with the entry there onto Zand. KNG trying to flash through the smoke. Actually flashing Phelps through and through will go, but Jacob's there and he'll pick it up. That was a close one for KNG, but that's going to be the save call coming in for the CT. He's got to hold on to the guns they already have. The money not doing well for them at all.
5 alive for Renegades is going to be huge to start to build up their economy towards the ending parts of this half.
Exactly that. They're already getting towards 8 rounds on the board. They will as soon as this bomb goes off. Showing no signs of slowing here on Inferno.
Yep. As is usually the case for Renegades on Inferno. Probably their best map.
What do you reckon it is for INTZ here? Are they just getting a little bit too antsy with the rotations? Are they just getting the utility out too late, too early? What's losing them all of these rounds here? Because they've lost like 1 or 2 players for free the last couple of rounds.
Renegades is playing the rotations very nicely. They're never getting caught out by KNGs almost ever. Yeah, I mean, misuse utility. KNG's having his impact limited quite a bit. Cello hasn't really turned up to this game very much. I don't know, man. I always feel so bad. Whenever I watch INTZ, I always just think back to the glory days of some of these players, and they just don't really deliver up to the level that my brain tells me I should be expecting.
He has a bit of danger here. The flash will come over. They won't push him, but he does give himself away. They swing and not quite ready for it. Corby will get 1. There's Phelps with a crucial trade, though, to bring it back into a 3v3.
Oh my
All
God.
right, Phelps.
That's vintage.
You just had to mention his glory days, didn't you? You had to do it.
Sell
Now
that
he's
in an
showing up.
antique store, couldn't you? Vintage as hell. The 1Bs.
I mean, I don't know who goes to a vintage store to buy 1Bs, but I'm sure there's somebody out there who's done it. Molotov not going to hit Phelps, though. The flashbang just might, but they're going to have to check up high. He's playing anti-flash. They've got to look for him. He's going to spray down 1 more. Phelps going for a 4K on the CZ. It's off to JKS, and he will find that frag now into the 1 versus 2. Plenty of time to play with. He's got a smoke that he can put down on CT, but that smoke's just failed. He's got to play behind the fountain. Here goes for the reload. Now knows where that player is. There's the smoke to buy him some time. It's actually too deep, and he spots out that 1, but KNG is slowly creeping in through Banana as well. Could have been a shot for JKS, but not going to land it. KNG finally will have some impact to get that AWP kill on the board to deny that 1 versus 2. And I feel like half Renegade score.
This round perfectly summarizes INTZ in the fact that if one of their players doesn't go absolutely monstrous and multi-frag super hard, it's very hard for INTZ to win rounds. Probably points to the fact that their overall structure and approach is lacking a little bit. Once again, a 1v2 in favor of the CTs gives them potential for their economy to get reset. The same goes for Renegades, though. Their money is also in the bin. Both of these teams' money firmly in the bottom of the bin, soaking up the juices. We'll see who's going to climb out first, though.
Why you gotta talk about bin juices, man? Ain't nobody want that.
Oh my lord.
That is one of the unluckiest time jumps I've seen in quite some time. If Jacob had stayed behind Car there, he wouldn't have taken, like,
Yeah, because
really
as long
any
as
damage.
there's 1 pixel in between you and the grenade, it's
You're
very
fine.
ineffective.
Oh, Jacob, stop. Jacob, stop. Stop. Okay, he's saved from the Molotov, but there's the entries coming in. Still one more player on site. Azza nearly gets it done, but Liaz is there to trade. The Liaz combo looking very good indeed. 3 versus 3.
Oh, I
On
see what
site
you
in
did there.
control of the Renegades.
Very clever.
Thanks. Thanks for ruining my flow by pointing it out.
Got
Appreciate
Rap
it.
God over here, casting Pro League.
Look at JKS. This
Yeah.
is a gigantic flank. They're going to hold him up long enough with the utility that he can come through and make this play. Oh, stop. Stop running. Stop running. I'm scared.
He's doing his best somebody impression. Oh
They
my
heard
god,
it,
it's
but he
being
still
heard, but
hits
it doesn't matter.
There you go. It's clean as you like from JKS. 9-4. Big old reset to the economy as well. Unlucky for INTZ.
What
Maybe if
about
they put an
unlucky?
E in their name, they'd have a better time. Because then they'd sound more like ENTZ, and it's easy for ENTZ.
Well, they're just budget ants, because ENTZ would never lose a game of Counter-Strike, period.
Ever. Best team to touch the game.
Yep.
100%.
Just look at Alu. Just look at him.
I just love that picture of Sergey after winning MVP of the LAN, and he just looks so unimpressed. Like, my favorite one was it was like a post of him, Twists, and Simple all side by side. Ooh, okay, all right, cool. Don't need to talk about it. Easy kills, easy cleanup. Like when, okay, this is a little bit interesting. When Twists and Simple won their MVPs, they lost the event. Sergey looks about as happy as them, and he won the event and got MVP.
His first event, by the way, life-changing
Yeah, like
amounts
his
of money.
his first big LAN gets MVP, and he's just like, "Yep, I'm a Finn. We don't
Do emotions.
do emotions. We don't
Period.
emote."
Yeah.
They would be not very good Overwatch players because they don't emote. And everyone knows
Bad
that the biggest part of playing Overwatch is emoting.
Rips of eats.
Nah, over my head.
Don't worry about it.
Hearthstone?
Yep.
Yep, not with you. I played that game like for a bit when it came out, and then realized how much I would need to put in to actually get good, and I just didn't.
Oh.
Leo's gonna kill up.
Not
kill
usually
up,
someone
clean
who's
up.
known for putting in there, Tim, so don't blame you. Last round of the half. We'll see what INTZ can do with this lackluster bye.
Renegades sitting at 10-4, looking to make it 11. Certainly been a good T side from them. And it's really been pretty limited in the impact they're able to have, especially early rounds. There's not really been too many rounds here at all where they've gotten away with the first kill. And the 1 or 2 rounds where they have, Renegades have traded it within seconds.
INTZ don't have the bestest of money, which means they don't have the bestest of utility, which means they're going to need to get some picks nice and early. Horvy's getting picked by Gratisfaction, though, and that's the opposite of what they want.
Cello's going to hide behind the hay cart and behind the smoke.
Yep, hide in the hay. Assassin's Creed style. They'll never see it coming.
No, I think you jump into hay in Assassin's Creed, not hide in it. Actually, no, you can do both. I lied. It's been a long time since I played an Assassin's Creed game.
Don't worry, me too. You're probably not missing much. There's the smoke for sight, Tim. You're about to learn something. Have a look.
Yay!
Look where it lands.
Oh, wow. It's a smoke for sight. I mean, yeah, you don't need to point at it. I can see.
It's that one!
Cello's found 1 kill and got a smoke out to make some space for himself in pit, but Az is going to get that trade. KNG, close range with an AWP on site, but he's going to miss the opportunity.
Good
Now
old
wall
aim
down to
punch.
Zand. JKS will be, or Azza will be the one to finish that one as JKS goes down. And it's 11-4 for Renegades on map number 1.
The other 3-letter guy, not the JKS. Azza was pretty crisp on the entries. I feel like Renegades, their map control using utility as well as their spacing is really what nets them a lot of those rounds. That was the impressive thing to see, because it's not even like when they were getting first pick, the rounds were a lot cleaner, but even when things were going badly for them, their spacing heading into that B-bomb site was so crisp. Like they were just, you know, the CTs were able to get one, they were trying to 1-for-1, but the only time that ever really went well for them was Phelps killing everyone with a CZ.
Oh, ouch. Weren't those odds like 1 something to 2 something before the game, and now it's like 1 to 7.5?
Yeah.
Ouch. Guess there's not many people with faith in INTZ. Difficult for INTZ.
Bet you out, Brazil. Come on, lads. What time is it Brazil right now? Can't be that late.
Hold on, wait, it's Brazil and the odds are 7-1.
not easy for Ints.
5 sets of armor on Renegades. 4 players pushing down mid for Renegades. Grat, they don't know this is coming. Oh, knife him. Oh, okay, bomb down, fair enough. Easy. Do it to him. Yes, Grat. Get them all.
That's very explicit, Tim. Not very broadcast friendly whatsoever.
What do you mean? It's merely...
Yes!
Missed it.
No or
Quick up
yes.
there.
Either. Both at the same time. 1,500 in the bank for JKS. And, you know, the money's nice, but it's really about the psychological advantage.
Mm-hmm.
Was that Zand he just knifed? Come on, man. He just got to NA. You can't do that to him. He wants to go home now.
Does he, though?
Probably not.
Probably not. Probably doing okay.
I don't know. Brazil's kind of nice. Might be better weather than you'd find in NA.
Never been. Have you?
No.
Then how dare you make
They have juice and nice weather. Those are two things that are pretty high on my list.
Sure. You know what? Why not? Pistol round for Ints, though. No armor behind it. P250 and a Deagle, the only upgrades that they've chosen. So Renegades now looking to make it 13-4. Unfortunately, we've not really seen too much from Ints. There's certainly a roster with tons of firepower. If you look at the names on this list, there's a lot of players who can have a high impact, but they haven't been able to do that so far.
Listen, Timmy boy, let me fill you in on the deets, all right? I've watched like 3 games
Why
from
did you
Ints
just
now.
become like a really bad SoundCloud rapper for a second there?
They-
You know who it is. It's Billy.
No, you don't know who it is. That's the point. That's why they have to put my name in the little graphic there. Oh my god, this radio. But yeah, I mean, I've watched a lot of games from Ints at this point, maybe 3 or 4, which is a lot in my, you know, that's a lot of time spent. And I feel like the main conclusion I've come to is they've had one good match where I've seen them do a lot of good work, which is actually on Inferno, where they had, you know, they've had some nice strats and stuff, but I haven't seen any of them, and most of those are on the T side. But the main point is that if one of them doesn't frag like an absolute monster and drop a 30, they can't win. And unless you're phased, then that's going to be pretty hard. Mortar's dropped into Nana. The amount of time I see Renegades just win the game with utility on the CT side is... Big feels good.
Not for your team, though. Jacob might just be caught out here. It's a good entry from KNG, and he's going to look to do more here. Certainly has the firepower to do it, but unable to capitalize onto Azza. JKS with the save. Probably he's going to cop a smoke as well. Just when you thought you could lurk at A. Nope.
Nope, emphysema.
You're not wrong, I suppose. There's another smoke as well. Renegades using their utility well. They're using it a little bit early, but it's perfectly timed. Well, early within the context of the round, but it's perfectly timed for what's going on.
They can wait it out a little bit.
Exactly. So Cello and Zan now bombing their company to make the play into the B bomb site. Hopefully Horby can make some space for them. There's a smoke into CT, but the boost is still here.
Yeah, they're just trying to force out any little amounts of utility Renegades might have left. Horvy's the one with the flash, though.
Yeah, so they're just going to have to go for the dry entry here, and Azza just going to put some spray through. There's the re-smoke, so now they know that this should be the actual hit onto B. Azza's going to lay in wait. They check for JKS, though. Azza not going to be able to make the play. Cello opens it up.
There you go.
And there's Horby with the lurk. That's more what we want from Ints.
That's the Cello that I know and love. Great aggressive rifler for Ints, and we're going to need to be seeing many, much more of that if Ints are going to get some more rounds on the T side.
Well done. Many, much more.
Yes. Lots.
Well, Grat's going to save this one while drawing us a lovely picture.
In the library. That's where you would do it.
Yep, that's a door.
Unfortunately, you're not Kevin, so I can't ask you about the things that happen in the library.
I've been to libraries before, I just don't work in one. Sure what happened the last time I went to a library? I borrowed a book.
Yeah? How'd that go for you?
That was good. And I took it back
I'm glad.
after I read it.
You took it back? That was your mistake.
Oh. That's a little bit close, but Grat will not be pressured. He'll be able to hold on to that AK-47. Money's actually not great for the Renegades, but they are going to pass out some guns. Going to cobble a buy together.
I don't know if I like the buy here, Tim, my friend. I guess that INTZ's money is quite low.
They've actually got a pretty good buy, though. Like, sure, Horby's on the Galil, but 4 out of 5 players have 4 grenades, and one's got 3, so They've got plenty of util to back it up.
Here's another thing for INTZ is they might have a lot of grenades, but that doesn't mean they're necessarily going to use them very well.
I mean, yeah, you can say the same for Renegades. Admittedly, they have been
No,
using
I
those
know
better,
Renegades uses their util well, Tim, on this map.
Okay, well, fair. Let's see what JKS is able to get done up close with the UMP.
Look
There's
at that
no
flash.
flashbang.
Exhibit A.
Yeah, that flash needs to be about a foot deeper. It would have been mint. Fabulous if that flash is a little bit deeper, but it's not. And Grat,
He's on the elite scoreline.
This is the dangerous Grat. He is indeed 13, 3, and 7. That's a rare miss. But still, no pressure coming in. Still a 4 versus 3. Renegade's in a good spot here.
Yep, but bomb at T stairs for INTZ. They're going to have to go back for that at some point. Looks like KNG's going to head back from that. Phelps is the one on the AWP as he is a little bit low on the HPs.
The Harry Potters.
The Harry Potters.
As they're called.
By very few people but me.
They're not called that, but I call them that. It's okay. I also don't think I even got it from you. I'm my own man. Just got to be the best at what you do.
Yeah, gotta quote faster. Or whatever you kids say nowadays.
I think what the kids say is that you have to play faster.
Oh, well, INTZ are going to have to play faster because they're running out of time. I'm sure that if you do that, it'll probably work out better for you than it worked out for INTZ.
Yep, that's going to have to be the save for Phelps. It's going to get hunted. We'll get the 1 kill, but we'll go down after time. AWP recovered for the Renegades. No money for Phelps.
They've got more money than some of his friends, though. He's one of those fortunate boys.
Well, INTZ are going to have to buy in something here. Looks like it's going to be pistols and armor, trying to keep Renegades off 15.
No. This is pretty one-sided. What's the next map, Tim?
Dust 2.
Okay.
Dust the second.
I haven't seen too much Dust. The one match I did see on Dust was an absolute fiesta.
Well, I'm glad you haven't seen 3 much Dust because there is no Dust 3.
Haha, Dust 3 confirmed.
Valve don't do 3s. Come on, man. Come on. Dust 2 episode 1, if anything.
But isn't this the third Counter-Strike, Tim?
No, because it's not called Counter-Strike 3. And technically, it's a lot more than the third Counter-Strike, because we've had like 1.5, 1.6, Source, CZ, which I know no one talks about, but it's there. All right, we should talk about this eco round, because maybe it's going to be a little bit dangerous. Rat able to recover for 1. Big spray from Azza, but not able to get it done. Cello's brought this into a 1 versus 2 for himself.
Very winnable for the man. He's always dangerous with the AK.
He's got armor to back it up as well.
Love his work right now. If he keeps on moving his way through jungle, he could piece it out to B.
That's indeed what he's going to be doing. Renegade's playing this one smart, sticking together until they know exactly where he's going to be playing from. They do have a kit and 2 grenades between them, so they've got some stuff to work with to make this 2v1 possible, but in the meantime, they're going to sit back, let Cello make the play, let him go plant B, give him time to get into a post plan. He's actually going to have a lot of time to get into this post plan as well. So let's see how he chooses to play this one, as Renegades know now.
It's not really an ideal plant, though, on the first orange there, especially if he's going to go play it for Nana. I mean, that's where both of the dudes are hitting.
They're not coming together.
They're not, which means he might not accept that. He probably is not going to expect JKS to be the second dude up Nana.
That was ridiculously disgusting, though.
Yeah, this man's sharp with the AK-47.
And now he does suspect. JKS does have the kit in hand, so he's got time to work with here, but the bomb timer is getting lower and lower. JKS just has to go and hope he finds the timing, and he will not be finding the timing. Cello will get it done instead. The 1 versus 2 coming through from him. Very well played. INTZ stay alive for now. 14-6.
What did I tell you, Tim?
That he's good
Cello's,
with the AK.
He's good and he's the best player in this team. And he's got 2 major second places on his team. And the guy's won a ton of Premier tournaments. And he's the best.
Just got to be the best around. And not let anyone bring you down.
Except for Renegades.
Wow. All right, well. I mean, this round they're on the pistols, so don't know how they're going to go.
Stranger things have happened. Especially with these bracket stacks. Brackets on brackets on brackets. It's my new rap song.
Brackets and brackets and brackets, brackets and brackets and brackets. Bracket Y.
No one else is laughing but us, Tim.
Hey, as long as you can laugh at your own jokes, as long as you're having fun, I'm having fun. You having fun?
Not really. I wished INTZ would show up a little bit more to this game, but they're on a bit of a roll now.
Why you got to do them like that?
There you go.
There you go.
They're
That's what
getting
you
back
like to
into
see.
it. I might be harsh, Tim, but I give credit where it's due. That was a good anti-eco. We're going into a buy round, Timothy.
This is correct. You're stating things that both me and the audience know. As an analyst, give me something that I don't know about this right now. Actually, no. Give the audience something they don't know, because I just know everything.
Well, Renegades don't have the utility that they might want to be able to do their Nana things. It's going to be a bracket bust from INTZ. No flashbang, just a dry peek. Surprisingly effective. As only someone who would have been dry peeked by Phelps would know.
From us, does work out for Jacob, though, managing to get a headshot through on the spray. Yes, putting up on balcony. Flashbang's going through. He's not checked just yet. Now Grat playing down in the pit. The new additions with an excellent crossfire.
Big, that's a round that really should have gone the way of INTZ, but like you said, or Cello though, nah, 2 HP, surely not right.
I mean, he's not dead yet. The man a chance. Managed to find some room to work with. Somehow the spray hasn't landed, but I feel like it's only a matter of time.
INTZ can buy into the next one though, even if Cello doesn't come away with this 1 versus 3. And, you know, they only got 2 kills in that round. But Renegades didn't have the best of money to begin with, which is going to mean they're going to have to spend a lot of it heading into this next round if they want to go for the full buy, which they will. Which means that if INTZ wins this round, they can continue to run the score back and set Renegades on a double eco. Or double resetty. Spaghetti will be everywhere. That's not a good side though.
I like spaghetti.
Me too. What's your favourite spaghetti sauce?
Is there even an option?
Yeah.
It's bolognese. It's the only option.
No.
What are the spaghetti? I need, honestly. What
Bolognese isn't even real bolognese. That's some
what is your
American
favorite
dish.
spaghetti sauce? You can't say carbonara because that's not a spaghetti dish.
Yeah.
Triple dig.
I haven't finished with my spaghetti thing, but yeah, we probably should talk about that.
Diggity, diggity, diggity. It's a lot of diggity.
Yep.
The whole map is
A lot of
diggity.
nana. Diggity nana. Nana, nana, diggity.
Yeah, Nana was the big one that the people didn't know. I think more so because Diggity's become a meme. Everyone knows that call out now, but everyone was bamboozled
But
by
nobody
Nana.
knows why it's called diggity. Do you know why it's called diggity?
No, I'm too young.
Really?
I know it's an old thing.
The 1.6 thing.
Yep. Oh. Oh. Sharp. Sharp. 15-7. Renegades want to make it 16 here. JKS. Isolated on the B-bomb site 1 versus 3, so the bomb will go down, but...
There it is, Tim. You know, Grat can get 2 headshots in bracket, but that doesn't mean the rest of INTZ can't run onto the B-bomb site and still win the round.
4 versus 3. Utility for Renegades. Kits on every single player.
Yeah, the
And
retake's
only
going
the
to
single
be
molly.
pretty hard for INTZ to defend.
No matter where that molly goes, they can just smoke it if they want to. Also, about smoke for the bomb. There's grenades starting to come in. So that's where the Molotov's going to go. That bomb now just about half tick, so they do need to move pretty soon. But KNG stuck in the molly, going to get caught out. Surely Zan gets 1. KNG now turning up as well. 2 versus 4.
What?
Surely not. Grat, that's all on his own, and the clock not quite going to work out, but the trade comes through. And INTZ,
Hello?
a round they should not have held on to, but Zan makes it possible.
Double resetty. 3 versus 5. They hold the movement keys into the B-bomb site, and then they stop holding the movement keys and use their mouses to close the round out.
Mouses.
Nice.
Correct.
Damn it.
You win. They use their mouse sports to win the round.
Speaking of mouse sports,
Yep.
some of them use the AWP, and that's what Grat has in this round.
Gonna have to retract your Segway license there, bud. I don't think you're operating it very safely.
Fallen off. I need some advice, Mo.
Grat, very early down into apps though, but Horby's aware of it. Goes for the shoulder peek.
Yeah,
There's the possibility.
got the moves. Like Jaeger.
You know, I don't think that's how that song goes. Well, everyone's friend, Michael Jaeger. Grat's going to get caught out inside apps. Horby doing some good work with that M4 in hand. Jacob has a Nova. JKS is cutting off this rotation. Thank you very much. Ooh, not quite. Almost able to find it. But now, really wanted to see that Nova do something for my own amusement. But INTZ on a bit of a roll now. They've got one more eco to play against as well.
If Kevin was here, he would be able to make some Nova memes, some Luna quotes from Dota 2. But I don't think you're a Dota 2 gamer there, Tim.
No, I've never actually played Dota 2. Not into the MOBAs. They need too much brain power.
Yeah.
Can't do it. I play, like, I don't know, lots of games very badly. Mostly into Rocket League these days, so I can't play CS. It's hard.
Is that your new Twitter bio?
Yeah.
I read it.
Plays games badly.
I play lots of games very badly.
Yep. Nothing about casting, nothing about anything else. It's just going to say that I play games badly.
Well, you need to at least pretend to be good at casting, or at least just not mention the fact that you might not be the most fantastic caster in the world.
Hey, man.
But that's not even my opinion, you know?
Hey.
That's just what some people might say.
Hey. Look. Fair enough. You've got me there. Oh, well. Here comes the execute into the B-bomb site. Renegades just the USPs, which stands for useless small pistol. Asterisk unless you're Havoc. This round will be an easy one to hold on to for the Brazilian side. Renegades not going to really be able to contest too much. Unless for some reason someone gives Azza a nice kill, a knife kill. But it looks like they will be checking it.
I mean, INTZ really stealing away the round difference scoreline on the Pro League standings for Renegades. But it's still going to be a bit of a time to try and run this back into OT, because the loss bonus is just going to keep getting more lossy and bonusy as time goes on.
Ah, yes. Scientific words with Pilly. Today on how to use science English good. Loss bonus becomes more lossy bonusy.
I swear I saw that in a journal somewhere. Key words in the abstract.
Oh yeah, lossy bonusy?
Lossy bonusy.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Sounds about correct. Right, here comes the buy for Renegades. Let's see if this is where they can close it, or if INTZ will continue clawing their way back into this. They were down 15-6, so they've done well to get themselves this many rounds.
Actually, really wouldn't mind it if they had taken another save, to be honest. But
and get a better buy, like they could have had an AWP out.
More loss bonus, better buy.
Extra lossy bonusy. You knew it was coming, surely.
Look, I didn't want to overuse it, but everything sounds better coming out of your mouth, Tim.
I didn't have anything appropriate to follow that up with, so I'm just gonna stay out of that one.
Honestly, just to quickly change the subject off of that topic.
3 times 4 is 12. How is that?
The most impressive side of any map I've seen from INTZ thus far in previous games that I've watched from them was the T side of Inferno, and they have not disappointed once again. Even if it was off the back of some clutches from Cello. That was a feature of the last game I saw on this map as well.
Well, I mean, that was like Renegade's whole reason they got so many rounds against MIBR yesterday. It was just a bunch of clutches going their way.
Yeah, but that was yesterday, and this is today. And today there's a brackets execute happening. They're going to throw that smoke, Tim. Remember where that one lands?
It lands in the site. Also, once again, I'm taking your segue license away. You just can't operate the damn thing safely. Leo's is burning, but now the frag's starting to come in for the Renegades. That's 3-4, just like that, all onto KNG, and that's going to be it. 16-10, Liaz with a 3K, Azza with 2 to shut everything down. Bit of a comeback coming in there from INTZ, but it wasn't to be in the end. Renegades just done too much, and they will pull away with the win in map number 1.
Plus, I feel like this is like one of the first couple games where we've seen that Liaz as a game in as a combo in pit. Like before, Liaz was obviously a pretty good B site anchor. But you got the Jacob and JKS combo over there, and you're seeing Liaz transition to a new spot, and he's already adapting fairly quickly, and that's what you want to see from a new guy. A lot of times when you bring a rookie into new teams and stuff like that, if you push him out of the positions that he's comfortable in and you know, he's playing against higher tier opposition, he's usually going to struggle. But you're seeing Liaz gracefully begin his career, which is nice, or continue it rather.
Yeah, certainly. Certainly nice to see as these guys do head overseas from Australia. It's, I mean, it's been a long time coming. I think there's a lot of the Australian scene that have been waiting for, at the very least, Liaz to go overseas. And of course, more recently, as Gratz really risen to his current form and playing better and better. It's just been a matter of time, really. So good to see that they are fitting in reasonably well, or so it seems.
Yep. Still plenty of ceiling to explore, especially for Grat. I feel like Liaz is starting to come into the same sort of form that we saw him in domestically. But yeah, I mean, it's nice to be able to get your jam going on Pro League, I suppose. But we need to see more Premier Tournament performances from them and see how this Renegades roster goes there. That's what I'm really looking forward to. But you know what doing well in Pro League gets you towards a certain Premier Tournament that's in a city that I heard of.
Does it?
Yeah.
Oh, where would that be?
How do you pronounce that one again?
I don't know, mate. Not sure.
Odense?
Odense, yeah. Yeah, that's the one. Odense, I think, is the one you're looking for. Is it Odense? I don't know how to Sweden properly. Is it even in Sweden? I actually don't know. It's Denmark. I don't know how to Scandinavia properly. It's tough.
How do I Sweden?
Difficult. How does one Scandinavia?
Anyway, I mean, their most impressive side, like I did say, was the T side of Inferno in a previous match with Cello making some good plays. So it's nice to see consistency in that regard from them in terms of, you know, performing in that manner. But apart from that, I haven't really seen too much of them, and their Pro League standings sort of supports that. But I guess seeing them on Dust 2.
Yeah, maybe we are moving to Dust 2. And something else, I do want to touch on Liaz and Gratisfaction one more time. Now that they are starting to step up in the Pro League overseas, something they haven't been able to do before, as they have been playing in MDL back home, and they did do very well in MDL in their respective teams. So
they did
always
it, or
they
did?
They did.
Yeah, they
in
did.
their previous teams. So
They
it's
did
always good
indeed.
fun to watch some MDL. It's at the moment it's the highest regular league we have in Australia. Pro League is here now, but it's still running as more of a series of qualifiers, running into a LAN, running into playoffs, running into the actual Pro League finals. So it's always good fun to have some MDL. Lots of running. Lots of running. Forest Gump out here. But in the meantime, Mitch, we're going to go for a break. That is map 1 done between Renegades and INTZ. We've got Dust 2 coming up right after this.